How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. I'm going to start on this one. AMT 69 Olds 442. Got it from Hobby Lobby on sale for $7.49. So I got everything open, ready to start cutting parts off. And to be honest with you, this is not an, this is a re-release kit, but I think it was back in like 2000 or something when it was, I think, originally released by my research on Scalemates. This thing looks, this got some pretty good stuff. It's very, very detailed. Got, I mean, like the engines. I love it when, although I've not built one with the, valve covers and such off, but your valve train shows, your cylinders show. You've got the up there where your lifters and all go. Just very detailed. It looks really, really good. It's going to be a good one. Body looks real crisp and not a lot of extra flash on this thing. You can tell it came from fairly new molds. But anyway, going to get started on it. Going to get some parts put together, cut off, glued together, get some paint on it, and we'll see how this goes. See you in a bit. So I got some paint. Excuse me. Got some paint on some parts. Got the chassis put together. Here's the axle assembly. I can't put the axle assembly in until I put the exhaust in, so what I did is I went ahead, because of the shocks and the springs, I went ahead and mounted it, glued everything except, got it all in place. So now my shocks and my springs are all mounted on there. Just need a little paint and the exhaust under it, so then it'll be ready to go. Body's got some color on it. I went with kind of a burgundy color. It's looks a little more red on the camera, but it's more of a burgundy. And a bunch of my parts that are just going to be black. I'll go in and gloss up the seats. The exhaust, I'll go in with the, I like to use this refrigerator epoxy paint. It's just a silver, so I put a silver mist on them just to give them that, just so they don't look black. This will be a kind of a new car theme. I'm not going to go with any weathering, so it'll be more new. But yeah, it's coming on good. This thing's got some really nice detail to it. I haven't got the engine. Still haven't got the engine even taken off of the tree, and I will. But I wanted to go ahead and get all these parts, get it ready to go. So that's progress. Kind of a simple color scheme. It's just going to have black interior. I do have, let me show you the decals for the body. So you have these hood and trunk decals, so you can do black or you can do white. And I believe I'm going to do white on the hood and trunk, I think. I don't know, maybe I'll do black. I have to really get it up there close and see. Got these cool, well, all these, you begin to accumulate a lot of decals. The more kits you put together, because you only use, most of the time they give you several different options, so you only use a few of them, and you have a lot left over. Tires especially too, like on this one, they also gave you a set of slicks, and I'm not going to use the slicks, but you'll add up tires, wheels, like check this out. So you've got the stock wheels here, which I'm going to use. You've got like the Krager style wheels. Yeah, it's a good kit. I'm impressed. A little bit of flash, but as far as the fit goes and things like that, man, this thing's nice. It's a really nice kit. So anyway, back to the build. See you in a minute. All right, everybody, I've got excuse me, I've got some paint done. I've got the engine looking like a copper block. The color of the engine, which I'll give you a picture of here, this is as close to it as I could get. It looks more copper in the video. It's more of a well, I mean, it looks copper, but I took let's see, I mixed 3 colors. I mixed copper, gold, and I put a little rust color in it to try and get it toned down. It still looks like, again, I don't know when it comes out on the video if it's gonna look like this, but me looking at it with my own eyes here, it's totally a different color than the video. But anyway, so I tried to get it as close to the original engine color. I didn't know that the engines in an Oldsmobile would come that color, but anyway, they did, I guess. So I've got that together. Got the body, got it painted, got the hood painted, got some the chrome trim. I got it done, got the windows in it. It's ready to go together. Got the interior completed. Just got mostly, I got a few parts still on the tree over here, manifolds, starter, things like that. But for the most part, everything's painted. It's just ready to put together. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the plug wires. I kind of feel like an incomplete. I would do an incomplete model if I don't do plug wires. That's my personal preference. If you don't do plug wires, hey, that's totally up to you. But I've already got the plug wires in the distributor cap, and then I went ahead and put little yellow. It's heat shrink. I just shrank down heat shrink, and then it fits perfectly over the wire. So I'm going to drill the holes. And what I do when I drill my holes, you know, you can do them with your finger, but I just put the whole darn thing in this this drill, and I drill it out. So I'm gonna put the camera on the tripod, and I'm gonna get this drilled out. All right, so I'm not 100% sure on this engine where the plug wires, where the plugs would be. If there would be 2 and 2 or 1. And to be honest with you, I really could care less, but I think I'm going to go plug. So I'm going to use it with my fingers to do try and do this where you can see. Do the first one. After that, I'll mount the manifolds after I paint them. Just get that thing, drill it in there. Yeah, what I'm saying is it's just when you use your pin vise. Okay, I'm going to put it in the drill. Show you guys what I do. This is like 1,000 times easier. So put the little drill bit. Don't press. I mean, this drill bit's so darn little it'll break. There's one. And let's go for number 2 here. And go ahead and drill, you know, thoroughly through. That way you can shove a lot of spark plug wire down in that hole. So you don't have to necessarily have them cut the right length. You can just press it down in there. So it goes through the head and then goes through the block. And I'm thinking the spark plugs probably weren't in this place. But I'm not an Oldsmobile guy, so I don't know. Alright, so there we go. Spark plug holes drilled. Good deal. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and get these the other side drilled. Get the plug wires ready to put in it. Carburetor painted the right color because it was chrome. And I just went ahead and glued it on. The intake was also chrome, which it's, you know, it's for a stock car. It's not supposed to be. The valve covers were also chrome. So I went ahead and put it all together. Which I have black washed it a little bit, but it still needs some more shadowing because it just looks like just a copper engine. Anyway, all right, so I'm gonna get to the spark plug wires. I'm gonna drill the holes on the other side, get the plug wires routed, and I'll be back in a minute. All right, so I've got one side of the plug wires installed. Got the manifolds on. Obviously, I'll be painting those. Got the spark plugs and the boots on, which they turn out pretty good. So you go and put the boots on. This is the way I do it. You put the boots on it, or on your wires, drill your holes. You will push back your boots because you're going to cut some of that excess wire off if they're too long. And once you get your wire in, I just use my tweezers. Taking, you know, taking, twisting around, stick it in the hole, see where it's at, bring it back out, and put just a touch of super glue on the wire, stick it back in, and there you go. And then I'll tidy up these wires once I'm done. This thing looks awful, to be honest with you. It's just like a big lump of copper, but it's gonna look good. It's gonna look good. The breather is right here, and it's supposed to be red, I believe. At least the picture that I saw, it's supposed to be red. So it's gonna look good. Anyway, carry on. All right, I feel like I need to show me doing this side. I didn't mention this wire that I'm using here. It's not my favorite. It's really stiff. It does bend, and it is, you know, electrical wire, but it's extremely stiff. And I'm trying to do this with the camera right in front of me, so it's going to be a little more difficult for me to get in here and do this. So just what I'm doing is slide the wire up. It's obviously like way too long, but be careful, because I've so many times cut them too short. So I'm just going to take about a half an inch off. Take this. We're going to pre-fit it first. Take it and bend it right down the hole. Everything looks good. It's going to be fine. Take it back out. Just a touch of glue, if it'll come out. Just a touch. And of course, it'll be hard to get in when you'll have glue all over the place. There we go. Okay, good enough. Don't push your boot down yet. Let the wire get set. All right. Second wire. Then when I said earlier I'd drill all the way through, check this out. Well, yeah, check that out. Okay, well, I think I found it. Anyway, there's a hole in there. It would go all the way through if you poked around long enough, but because I'm going to put glue on it, I don't want to be poking around too much. So, got a little link file, put a little glue. Like that. All right, you see how I'm doing it. First one, I'll go ahead and put the boot down. These actually fit pretty tight, just like that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? All right, I'm not going to show you all of them. I don't want this video to be 45 minutes long. See you in a bit. All right, so this will be the final update until it's complete. So I got the exhaust on, which turned out great. I got the so I prime my spray my exhaust black, flat black, whatever you want to use, black primer, and then I mist coat it with, let me grab it, I just mist coat it with this. And I don't use it because it's epoxy paint, I just use it because of the color. It's like a gray, so Rust-Oleum epoxy paint, whatever, gray. And I mist it on my exhaust, and it gives them a great, gives it a great finish. Anyway, so I got that, got the engine in, obviously, which turned out looking great. And got to get the breather's right there to have a decal on it. So I had to get that. Got the plug wires on it, tub, firewall, body's ready to go together, and these wheels and tires look so great. So I black washed them. These great looking tires they sent. Oh my goodness, I see something. I won't tell you what I see. Anyway, they look so good. And yeah, so next segment here with the hitting the pause button here, the next one's going to come up. We're going to have a completed kit. See you in just a second. All right, here it is, everybody. Turned out good. I'm happy with it. 69 442 Oldsmobile. AMT built a great kit. I don't think this kit was put out in the early 2000s and then reboxed here recently with round 2, but they did a good job. They really did. This one went together really nice. The wheels, they look great. They send great rubber for this thing. The tires look great. Decals went on good. Just, I'd have thought I was building a Revell model. But anyway, yeah, turned out great. I'm happy with it. Paint turned out okay. So, let me, give me a second. I'll pop the hood and check out the engine. Here you go. So we got the, I think it's a 400. I think it's a 400. I don't know. I guess that's big block. I know you had some 400s that were small block, but I think this Oldsmobile was probably based off the, you Oldsmobile guys, tell me if I'm wrong, but it looks like it's probably based off the 455 block. I might be wrong. I mean, that's just a shot in the dark, but I got it all, got the plug wires on it, got your little spark plug boots. So it looks pretty good. And again, this thing, the fitting on this car was great. No problems. I can't think of really any problems. And you know, you're always going to have one or two little things that you have to fit a little bit, but all in all, man, this thing turned out nice. It's going to look good on the shelf. So guys, I appreciate you watching. I'm going to have a slideshow of pictures at the end here. Let you take a look at the bottom. A detail. It's, you know, this is like new stuff. I didn't weather it or anything. So there you go. Just basic new exhaust, new floorboards, new paint. So yeah, turned out good. I'm happy with it. Guys, thanks for watching. If you would, give this thing a like, share it with a friend, subscribe if you haven't, comment, tell me what you think, and again, I'll have some pictures here at the end to get a little bit more closer detail. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next build. Take care. Bye.